Hey, I'm Tashi and welcome to my home. In this video, we are going to be doing my first craft market. I am so excited to take you on this journey with me. I have been looking forward to this and working towards this for months now. So I am feeling very prepared, very excited, and I have a special guest in town that is going to join me at my craft fair. So I am so excited to introduce you to them as well. Before we get started, if you're not already subscribed, I would love it for you to hit that subscribe button to join our little crafting corner of the internet. And if you enjoy any part of this video, please consider giving it one of these. Let's get crafting.
I love yarn. I love yarn. I love yarn. I love yarn.
Okay, so here's the situation. This is my first craft market, and so I decided to start small, and I signed up for 2 markets that are kind of back to back, which I was a little bit nervous about, but I signed up for them months in advance, so I've been able to prep tons of inventory, and I'm gonna kind of run through everything that I'm bringing with you guys and tell you like the potential profit that we have available so that we can kind of track how it goes. Because I honestly, since this is my first market, I have no idea how it's gonna go. I am going in with like low expectations, and so I don't know what to expect. This craft market that I'm doing is a local market at just a church. It's just at a Catholic church here in town, and they've been doing it for, oh my gosh, for years. Like, I remember going to this craft market with my mom when I was growing up. We would go every single year, and I always looked forward to it because it was always so much fun, and it was just a massive market. And so now it's kind of cool that I'm going to be a part of it. I will say, however, that it has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller every year that I've gone. So that's one concern that I have, is it's just not as big as it used to be. So they set it up in like the gym area of the church, and then they go like through the hallways of the school that's attached to the church. And it used to be that every single hallway was completely packed with vendors, and then they would like be going into the classrooms because they just had so many people participating. But last year when I went, it was mainly just the gym, and then they had a couple of vendors spilling out. And so it was a little bit small. So I'm trying to go in with reasonably low expectations. I kind of set like 3 different goals for myself. If you follow Cameron's Cute Creations here on YouTube, she just gives really great advice to specifically to crochet vendors, but really her advice is translatable to any sort of, crafty vendor of any kind. Just from watching some of her videos, one piece of advice that she gave to new crafters that are, going to their first market or craft show is set 3 goals for yourself. And she kind of explains, to set like a low goal, like this is the minimum that I have to make in order to feel okay with this craft fair. Set a mid-range goal, which is kind of like a reasonable goal you think for yourself to achieve, and then set like a high-end goal, like, oh my gosh, if I reach this goal, it's like magical unicorns and fairy princesses flying around. So my low-end goal for this market, I think, is going to be $150. If I can sell $150 worth of product, I will cover the cost of my table, and I will make enough for it to feel worth it for me sitting there from 9 to 3, My mid-range goal, I'm struggling a little bit more with, again, because it is my first market and I just have no idea what to expect. But I would say my mid-range goal would be somewhere around like $300 to $400. If I make that, I'm going to be very happy with how the market went. And then my high-end goal, my like, oh my gosh, this would be amazing, is $1,000. If I make $1,000, we are buying a new vlogging camera, because I am right now just using my cell phone, and you guys can tell. So that's the goal, is eventually we're going to buy a new vlogging camera, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about inventory. So I do sell some of my friends' stuff as well. So this is not all from me, but I will say it's mostly from me. But my friend did contribute a few items to this craft fair. I've talked about her in some of my videos before. She helps me out with my business, so she does the lining of all of my crochet bags for me, but then she also sews some like little bags and keychains and stuff that I then buy from her wholesale, and then I sell them under my brand at the market. I have some of her products as well, which are also factored into this, but I don't make a lot of money off of those products. If I sell them, I only make like, I don't know, it kind of varies depending on the product, but I only make like a couple bucks at most off of her products if I sell them, because I do buy them from her wholesale. Currently, where we're at is we are bringing $5,500 worth of inventory, which is kind of just mind-blowing to me. I mean, like, I know that I've been crocheting a lot, but I didn't realize I was crocheting that much. Like, that's amazing. And I'm not mad about it because, like I said, I do have 2 markets back to back. So I have this one this weekend, and then I have 1 weekend off, and then I have my second market. So I specifically prepped like a bunch of inventory so that I had hopefully enough to get through both of these markets without having to like panic prep a bunch of other stuff, which I'll probably end up still doing, like, let's be honest. But I'm hoping that it'll be okay and I'll still have enough product left over to make my booth full. And that's the other part of why I wanted to prep so much, is I wanted it to feel full. I've seen a lot of other vendors where like they specialize in something like I do, and it just doesn't feel like they have a lot of product to offer, and so it feels kind of empty, and then it's not like as appealing when you're a customer walking by, like you're not drawn in as much. And so I just wanted mine to feel very like full and bright and colorful and inviting, so I just prepped my little booty off, and we have so much stuff to sell. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick run through of everything. I'm gonna like be looking at my list here, and I'll try to post like a quick picture here of what the item is. And some of this stuff you can buy on my shop, and I do have a birthday coming up, so I am thinking maybe I'll post some of this on my shop for my birthday, but we'll have to see how this market goes. First the market, then we worry about the birthday. Okay, so here's what we are bringing. We are bringing 7 AirPod pouches, and I have, I think, like 5 that are flowers and 2 that are pumpkins. I'm bringing 2 of my back to cool cardigans. One is an extra small and one is a large. I'm bringing 19 beanies, and some of them are my reversible beanies, and some of them are just single-sided beanies with a pom-pom on top. I am bringing 9 bracelet packs of 2, 3 bracelet packs of 3, and then 4 bracelet sets, which are, yeah, they're all priced differently, so I just kind of like calculated it that way. So in total, I'm bringing 16 bracelet sets, except that actually might be wrong. I think maybe I have a couple more, but whatever, around 16. And then I'm bringing 5 car buddies. I was able to make 5 car buddies in preparation for this upcoming market. I'm bringing 7 cell phone slings. They're just little like side body bags that you can put your cell phone in. I'm bringing 11 ear warmers, 1 flower power cardigan that I have had made for a very long time and still haven't sold. So you can buy that if you want it. But that one is a size extra small. I'm bringing 2 flower purses that were just kind of like leftover projects that I've made in the past. They were just kind of one-off projects. I'm bringing 1 flower zipper pouch, which was also a one-off project. I'm bringing 8 ghost plushies, and some of them are like squishy ghosts, and they're super cute, and I love them. And then I'm bringing 4 granny square bags, and I love those, and I'm honestly hoping that those sell because I want to make more. but they're priced at $65. So, you know, I'm like, I don't want to like keep making them if nobody's going to buy them, because I know they are kind of like a niche product. So we'll see if we sell any of those. Fingers crossed on that one. I'm bringing 7 Halloween tote bags. So that is the first thing on the list that my friend did make and that I bought from her wholesale. And then I have 2 headbands, like granny square, like tie headbands. 2 hexagon granny square cardigans. Those are both fall, like Halloween themed. So if they don't sell at this market, I probably won't bring those to the second market because they are Halloween-y. So I don't know. Those are expensive. So if they don't sell, they don't sell. I'll probably post those. I think they actually are still posted on my website. So you can go to my website to check those out. I am bringing 16 keychains that my friend made. She just made these cute little like cloth keychains. And then I'm bringing 4 flower crochet keychains, 6 fruit keychains. So I have like some strawberries and a pineapple. And then I think I like lumped a couple other keychains in there, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know. And then I put together little mystery boxes. I got that idea from Blondie Knots here on YouTube if you follow her. I thought it was a great idea. So mine are all Halloween themed for this market. And then I'll probably make some fall themed ones for my next market. So that will be one thing that I will have to prep in between. So 11 mystery boxes. And then this is another thing that my friend made. I'm bringing 12 pencil pouches that she made, which are super cute. And I don't have mine by me, but I use them also as Notion pouches for like my crochet hooks and stuff when I'm like on the go and I just need to throw it in my bag. I love them. They're amazing. And then I have 1 puff purse that I made. And then this gets a little bit ridiculous. So my friend and I recently had like a sleepover crafting night where we just made pumpkins. Like that was my sole focus, was just making pumpkins. And I do have a full video vlog of that night, but we have a stupid amount of pumpkins, which again, not mad about because we have this market and the next market that pumpkins will be good for. So we made small and large sizes. We have 38 small pumpkins. Yeah, just a casual 38. And then 15 large pumpkins. So, yeah. And then, speaking of a lot of inventory, I also had a video where I was just like, I was making scrunchies all day. And so I am bringing 65 scrunchies. They're all different sizes and varieties, and I'm doing like a deal, like 3 for, I think it's 12 or something like that. But anyways, so there's 65 scrunchies. So obviously those will not, like all of this stuff isn't going to be out on the table. I'll have some stuff that we obviously don't set out because there just won't be room for it, but that's a lot of scrunchies. I have 1 Stanley cozy that I made that is going to be in my sale bin because I don't like the way that it turned out. I have 9 sun hats, which are also discounted. They're usually full price at $45, but I'm discounting them to $30 for the craft fair because it's, you know, no longer sun hat season, but who knows? People travel in the winter, so maybe they'll still want a sun hat. I'm bringing 10 toiletry bags, which are also made by my friends. They're also amazing and super cute. And then I have 16 velvet bow clips, super adorable, just velvet bows. And I hot glued them to a clip that you can just clip into your hair. And then this is again my friend's. She overmade stuff, but she made 34 of these keychain wallets, and they're cute, and I hope that they sell because she loves making them, clearly, because she made 34 of them. And we obviously have so much inventory, and I do think that I also have a December market that's coming up, but I do think that they'll do well at that market because it's an easy stocking stuffer or Christmas gift to buy for somebody. So we have a lot of those, and we do have some that are Halloween flavored, so hopefully those sell at this market specifically. And just a couple more things. I'm bringing 2 bracelet and earring sets that I am putting in my sale bin because they are 4th of July themed. I have, there are my other keychains, 2 other keychains that are just like randos. Like I think I have 1 heart one and 1 chapstick holder. And then I have 3 vests that I'm bringing that I made. If you follow me on Instagram, like I recently became obsessed with Passionate Kelsey's new granny square vest pattern. So I made 2 of those because I was just like totally in the zone on making those over last weekend. And then I just finished making a gorgeous vest for this wonderful lady who designs patterns. Her name's Asya, and I will be linking all of these people that I'm mentioning in the description below. So if you want to find any of their stuff, that's where that is. That is everything that we're bringing. Now you understand why it's $5,500 worth of inventory. It's so much stuff, and you guys will see during setup tomorrow just how much stuff it is. Whew, that was a lot of talking. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna talk to you guys again until tomorrow when we set up for the craft fair. And I will introduce you to the special person that's going to be here tomorrow. But we are planning to leave my house at 7 a.m. to get to this craft fair to set up before it opens at 9. So it's going to be an early Saturday start for us. And the craft fair runs from 9 to 3. So it's, 6 hours. But I am so excited to see how it goes. And I will for sure keep you guys posted. And we will talk tomorrow. Okay, so we are all set up. Ran into a couple of snafus. First of all, that sign was supposed to be hanging from the front of my table, but two problems with that. One, it was too long, so it was like kind of folded up on the floor. And then two, the hooks that I got to hang it from the table, the hooks didn't fit over the table. So we tried to like tie it onto the table, safety pin it on, definitely put some holes in my brand new tablecloth. It just didn't work. Thankfully, there were some like hooks in the wall that we were able to just like hang it from with some string that I had with me. So we worked that problem out. Second problem, it's not a huge deal, is we lost the one on our sign for the pencil pouches, but I just used some string because I think it's fitting. And then third problem is I definitely left all of my little chalkboard signs at home, but thankfully I had a big chalkboard sign and I had a chalk marker with me, so we made it work. Learning curve, we're doing okay, we're doing fine, we're set up, we're ready to go, we're feeling good. My special guest that I'm going to introduce you to in just a second is out getting Starbucks for me, and we start in like less than 20 minutes, 18 minutes. So here we go, we're ready. And there are so many crocheters here. It's a little redonkulous. Crocheting has just blown up, and I'm not mad about it. Everybody has a unique style, and it's gonna be so much fun. Okay, serendipitous, because I'm wearing this girl's yarn. This is Rachel. Hi, and she dyes all of this gorgeous yarn. Oh my gosh, how long have you been doing it?
I don't even remember, like maybe 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, guys, like, can we just?
It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
This is the first time I've seen something made with my yarn that I didn't do. So I had a tear moment.
She did. It was really precious, and now we're best friends. And this girl's not on social media, and we need to get her on social media. So show some love in the comments and be like, Rachel, we need you on this platform. She can do it. I know
a big
she can.
step, but
I know it is.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times.
Look who showed up. It's the man himself. Aww, we love you. Also, while we have a lull, the person that is my guest at the market is Mama B. She came for my birthday because my birthday is on Tuesday, and she's helping me at the market, and she's been amazing. Gotten my coffee for me, my breakfast for me, been manning the booth while I'm chatting with my friends. So we love Mama B.
Yeah.
Love Mama B.
Too big.
So you're a crocheter too? I love it.
Did you crochet this first?
I did for her.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
Grogu. That's super cute.
Only the shoulder holder.
Oh, I'm obsessed with that yarn. It's the Lion brand Mandala Ombre yarn. And so it's a worsted weight, but it is like, it's so soft. And then that on the sleeve, it's Kobu on that one, but I usually use the Feels Like Butter from Lion brand. And I love the texture. Oh, I need a mini fan.
Yep.
Sweating. It's so hot. They're so nice. They actually fit a credit card too. Yeah, I use them as my wallet when I'm like on the go and stuff.
You want it to be snug, right?
Yeah, that's probably good. Oh yeah, that's good. That fits me. That's like big on me because it stretches. I think you're gonna want to undo probably 5. I have too many hobbies, so I figured I needed to start selling stuff to support them. Tax deductible, like I told my husband.
Yeah.
One of my subscribers is here, and her name is Beth, and we're so excited that she's here. Do you want to be in it?
I'll just wave.
Say hi, Beth! Ah, love it! Time for a quick hour update. So we're a little over an hour in, and we have made 2 sales so far. I think 2. Yeah, 2 sales. And Beth was so sweet. That was so much fun to meet somebody that subscribes and follows me. So we had a good time chatting, and she definitely bought quite a few things to support my small business. So Beth, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and it was so nice to meet you. All right, I'm gonna keep hitting that grind, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, we are about an hour and a half in, and we have officially made our booth money back. So things are going well. My friend Jen showed up with her mom, and her mom did a custom order for a purse. Yay! Okay, 3.5 hour update. We're doing really well. We're doing really well. We've had a couple of big sales. One of my mom's friends came, and she bought like $150 worth of stuff. So honestly, without her, we would not be doing so hot. So thank you, Liz. Appreciate you. Love you. You're the best. The Halloween stuff isn't going, which I'm kind of surprised at since it's close to Halloween. Like Halloween's a couple weeks away. But yeah, people just haven't been buying the Halloween stuff. I think it's just because the month is so close to over that maybe it's a little too late for the Halloween stuff. So I don't know. I might end up discounting all the Halloween stuff by 20% in the last hour, maybe. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, because I kind of want to I want to get rid of it because I'm not going to be able to sell it at my next market because my next market's in November. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Mom got us food. We're hungry and fading. And it's
Fading fast.
1:11. Okay, quick update. We only have about an hour left, and we have made 9 sales so far. It doesn't feel like a lot, but the amount of money that has come in from the sales is decent, and I've actually surpassed my mid-range goal, which is awesome. So I will definitely be sharing that later. And I made my first purchase of the fair. I bought this adorable bracelet from a little gal, and she grows these in her garden. They're called Job's Tears, I believe. Yeah, so I just thought that was so cool and so unique. So I bought that from her for $15, and she's not online or anything because she's still a young little thing, but just so talented. And I am waiting to hit a certain goal to see if I'm gonna buy some more yarn from Rachel. So we'll see if I hit that goal. We've only got an hour to go, and I don't know if it's gonna happen, but TBD. And that's a wrap. Also forgot to show you my outfit of the day. Very important. The shoes are important because they're crochet shoes. I'll show you closer. Shoes.
Through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past. But every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Hello, fabulous people. It is Sunday. I just took my mom to the airport, so I'm kind of sad. But we have fun and exciting things to talk about because we have to talk about how yesterday went. So my mom helped me kind of write everything down that we sold and kind of break down finances and stuff. So here's everything we sold. We only had 9 transactions the entire day, which I feel like is not a lot, but it was kind of weird. I was talking to the vendor next to me, and she was saying that it was busier than last year, so I don't know. And I knew that this was gonna be like a slower market, so I don't know if that's like what I was expecting or not, because I didn't really think about like the amount of transactions I was going to have. I was just thinking about total sales. And as far as like total sales went, I felt pretty good about the day because I said like my low end was 150 and my mid was, you know, 300 to 400, and we hit the mid. So that's good. But here's everything that we sold in the 9 transactions. We sold 1 large pumpkin, 2 small pumpkins, 2 flower purses, which I was kind of surprised. Both of my flower purses, I had like small ones that I priced at like $30. They both sold like within the first half of the day. So I'm gonna probably have to try to make more of those for my next market. And I was a little disappointed in how few pumpkins sold. I definitely thought that more pumpkins were gonna sell. So that was a little disappointing. Then I sold 1 strawberry keychain, 4 beanies, 2 headbands, and I only brought 2 headbands. They're like cute little granny square like tie headbands that I designed, and I only had 2 of them made because I didn't think that anybody was gonna like them. And then my mom actually like was showing them off to a customer, and then another customer walked up at the same time my mom was showing it off and liked it and bought one, and then the other customer bought the other one. So those sold like really fast. So I think I'm going to try to whip some more of those up for my next market in a couple of weeks. And then we sold 1 velvet bow, which again, I was kind of shocked at that because they were only $5. I definitely thought that those velvet bows would do better, especially with like little girls, but I don't know, maybe it was because my whole booth kind of gave an older vibe that people weren't like necessarily looking for girl stuff and just kind of missed them. I'm not entirely sure. So I've thought about kind of making like a kid area and then like an adult area, but I don't know, I'm still kind of toying around with ideas here. I did end up selling my Stanley sweater, and the reaction of the lady kind of made me think I should make more. And I think I should make more because Stanleys are still really popular around here, especially with like young adults and kids. And people are starting to dress them up a lot more. So I might try to make another Stanley sweater or a couple more for the upcoming market. And then I sold 1 earwormer, which again, kind of thought I would sell a little bit more earwormers, but it is still pretty warm here. It's like unseasonably warm. So maybe as the weather gets cooler, people will start buying more earwormers and beanies. And then I sold 1 of my cell phone slings. I sold my fall one. I only sold 3 mystery boxes. And again, I was kind of shocked at that because Blondie Knots on YouTube, every time she has brought them to a market, she says that they've sold out. So I don't know, maybe mine just aren't as cute, or I didn't display them as well. I did have them like down on a lower shelf, so maybe putting them up higher would be better. I will have to update those mystery boxes for the next market because all of the ones that I have left are Halloween themed. And then I sold one 4-pack bracelet set. It was a bracelet set that says like blessed on it. So I didn't sell any of my Halloween themed bracelet sets either, which also I feel like is kind of weird, but whatever. And then my friend actually sold the large pumpkin because that was one, like, it was kind of both of ours. So she gets a portion of that because it was one of the cloth ones. And then the small ones were my crochet ones. And then she sold one of her little keychain zipper wallets, which is super cute. And she also sold 3 pencil pouches. So after paying her, she earned like $40-ish from her sale. It was a little under 40, but I just rounded up to 40. And then the other thing that was kind of frustrating at the craft fair is that I did not have my taxes turned on for like the entire fair. I finally figured it out for the very last transaction. Like I finally figured out how to turn them on, but it was just like calculating the tax in the price, like the cost of the item, so it wasn't adding on additional tax, which is what I had thought I had it set for. So I ended up just eating my taxes this time, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, that's extra money that I could have made that I didn't. So I am gonna end up having to pay about $25 in state taxes, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Could have been worse. So at least I got it figured out, and I'll know for the future fairs like how to turn that on and off. I mean, I want to keep it on. I don't know why it was off in the first place, but at least I figured out how to turn that on. And then I did deduct, of course, my booth fee from my total, and I ended up selling, I calculated it out, I ended up selling about $35 worth of product an hour if we like spread it evenly throughout the day, which I don't know. I don't know. You know, those of you that do craft fairs, you know, you should let me know in the comments below. Just bear in mind that this was like a smaller craft fair at a local church. It wasn't like a huge, you know, like city-wide craft fair. It was just very small, local. You know, they publicized within the church and they put it on Facebook, but other than that, it really wasn't publicized very much. So I guess I don't know if that's like normal or not for what I should be selling after paying my, you know, my wholesaler and paying my booth fee and stuff, but I felt pretty good about it. You know, I still hit within my range. That was my goal. So I was happy with that. And then, of course, I told you guys that Rachel was there, who had hand dyed the yarn of the shirt that I was wearing, and I am so glad that I finished that shirt in time. I was literally like, I literally finished it the night before. I stayed up late to finish that shirt. I quick threw it in for a quick wash in the washing machine and laid it out to dry. And I was like, please be dry in the morning. And it was. So that was just like a very last minute thing. But I'm so glad I wore it because I made so many connections because of that shirt. I did end up giving my card to I gave my card to a mom and her daughter because her daughter is like really interested in learning how to crochet, but the mom doesn't crochet. And so I was like, hey, I will do lessons. Like, you just shoot me an email and we can figure something out. So I really hope that they reach out to me because I would love to start doing crochet lessons in my community. I do give lessons to the knitting club at the school that I teach at, and I love doing that. Like, I love working with the students and teaching them how to crochet and just seeing their face light up when they make their first item. Like, it's adorable and just gives me so much joy. So lots of people were asking me about my shirt and talking to me about it, and of course I made that connection with Rachel, and it was so sweet because she literally started like tearing up when she saw me wearing her yarn, like something made from her yarn. And she said to me, she's like, this is the first time I've ever seen somebody wearing something made from my yarn. And so it was just a really special moment for both of us. So I did text my husband and I was like, how much do I have to sell today in order to be able to buy yarn? And he goes, okay, here's how you should calculate it. He goes, you know, take your booth fee and then take the cost of what you're going to spend on the yarn and then double it. And if you make that, then you can go buy your yarn. So I did make that. So I did go buy some yarn from Rachel, of course, because why? You gotta support your fellow crafty vendors. Okay, so I had seen this yarn at the beginning of the day in her stand when I was talking to her, and I could not stop thinking about it because I was obsessed with the colors because they are just the epitome of fall. So thankfully they were all there at the end of the day, and I went and bought 3 skeins. Look at these colors, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? So she actually, this was a yarn that she had attempted to dye for our local yarn store, which is where I got the yarn that I made my shirt out of. And it was a special South Dakota series yarn. And so this was one of the dyes that she did for the store, but the store owner rejected it because she said it had too much yellow in it. And I'm like, what? No, I love the yellow in it. Like, it's so beautiful. And this is just like so fall. And so I'm obsessed with this. I don't have a solid plan for what I'm going to do with this yet, but I would like to make like another shirt. I think maybe just in a different style. So I did grab 3 just so that I for sure had enough to make a shirt. And then the other thing that happened is, as I'm like checking out, Rachel goes, hey, I actually set these aside for you and I want you to have these. And look at what she gives me. She gives me 2 skeins of this yarn that she dyed, and it is so cute. It kind of gives me like bumblebee vibes, but I'm not mad about it. And so I have literally no idea what I'm gonna make out of these because I think I need 3 skeins to make like a shirt that fits me. So maybe I'll try to do like a tank top, or I don't know. What do you guys think I should make out of this yarn? You should definitely give me suggestions in the comments below because I want to make something really special out of it since she gifted this yarn to me. And I don't know. I just want it to be something special, something unique. So what do you think I should make from Rachel's hand-dyed yarn? Also, she is not on social media, so I can't even tag her for you guys because she doesn't have anything. She's not out there on the internet. And I told her, I was like, girl, you got to get out there because I want to tag you in all my things and send people to buy your stuff, but you don't have a way for me to do that. So I definitely gave her my number and I was like, you just call me and we're gonna get together and I'm gonna hook you up and we're gonna get this figured out for you and situated because you need to be on the interwebs because your yarn is gorgeous. I mean, just look at this, guys. Can we just? Oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Anyways, so I definitely spent quite a bit of my profit buying yarn, but I'm not like totally justified because it's supporting another crafty girl, local vendor. Gotta support your local vendors. That is 100% what you got to do. And I still took money home. So I didn't even spend it all. I still took home a really good chunk of profit. So I'm actually really happy with how the day turned out. Okay, now for the fun part. I also did get a custom order while I was there. One of my friends from work brought her mother, and her mother custom ordered an item. So I did go and buy the yarn to make that custom order today with my mom. And obviously I bought some other yarn to make something else that I'm a little bit excited for. Let me talk about some of the things that kind of surprised me with the show that I wasn't really expecting. I think one of the things that really surprised me was how slow it was. Like, it just didn't feel busy. The craft shows that I go to, I guess I go to like bigger craft shows, and so there's always like a lot of people around and it's really busy and crowded, whereas this one just really wasn't. That was kind of interesting. And I was kind of surprised at what sold and what didn't. Like, for example, I have those car buddies that I was prepping in my market prep video because they have sold out on my website. And so I prepped 6 of those for the show. And I'm glad I only prepped 6 because not one of them sold. And it was so interesting because everybody, like, so many people were coming up and looking at them and were like, oh my gosh, these are so cool, but nobody bought them. And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, why is nobody buying these when everybody's thinking they're so cool? I'm like, are they overpriced? I mean, I had them set at $20, which I think is, I feel like is maybe a fair price. Like, maybe I could knock $5 off, but one girl did say, she's like, oh, I wish that the month wasn't halfway through or I would have bought one of these. So I do kind of wonder if maybe that's it. Like, maybe people just feel like the Halloween season is kind of coming to an end and that's why they didn't want to like buy any Halloween stuff. Because I also noticed, like, I have this little ghost that's a candy corn ghost. And I cannot tell you how many times that candy corn ghost was picked up by somebody and then nobody bought one. not a single ghost sold. And I was shocked by that. I had them priced at $12, my plushie ghosts. And again, maybe I could have knocked it down to 10. I don't know. But like, I was again still kind of shocked that not one single ghost sold, especially with how much attention that candy corn ghost was getting. And so again, I just kind of wonder if maybe like it's just, they feel like it's not worth it because, you know, October is halfway over. I don't really know. So that was kind of surprising to me. I was also again surprised that the mystery boxes didn't sell out. There was also a lot of people touching my cardigans and even trying them on, and the cardigans got a lot of attention, but again, none of them sold, which I'm not super shocked at because the cardigans are an expensive item, right? Like my cheapest cardigan I think is $250. So they're expensive, and the day that I do sell one of those at a craft fair, I'm probably gonna cry and maybe do a little jig for joy. So I don't like, I bring them to just more showcase what I can do. So I didn't actually expect any of them to sell, but yeah, there was a lot of attention on them. And I guess I was also surprised at how well the granny square bags sold and how much interest there was. And I had a granny square sweater there, and there were so many people coming up and just like oogling and ogling over like the granny square itself, and then those were the bags that sold right away. So I'm definitely going to try to make some more of those for my upcoming fairs, some more of the headbands for my upcoming fairs, and I might just try to alter my display a little bit. I kind of also wonder if maybe I had too much out, because I think a lot of people like just didn't see everything that I had displayed. And I was also kind of shocked that my friend's Halloween tote bags didn't sell. So she made these really cute reversible Halloween tote bags, and they were only marked for $10, and they didn't sell. Not a single one sold. And so yeah, that was kind of surprising too. It was just surprising how little Halloween stuff sold. I did not sell a single Halloween themed item. Not a single one. Which brings me to my very special announcement for you guys. So I have decided, dun, 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 my birthday is coming up, and actually as this video is premiering, my birthday will have already passed. So I'm recording this a couple days before my birthday, but you guys will be watching it the weekend after my birthday. So in honor of my birthday, I am actually giving you guys 33% off of my entire website until Halloween at midnight. When the clock strikes midnight on Halloween evening, then the sale will be over. But until then, 33% off in my shop in celebration of my 33rd birthday, of course. And I will have all of my Halloween stuff posted online when you guys are watching this video, and the link for that will be in the description below. So that will also include my patterns. I do have 2 patterns also available on my website. One of them is for my Back to Cool cardigan, and then another one is for my Starburst sun hat that I made this summer. So yeah, you guys can take advantage of that because it'll still be going on for a couple days once this video premieres to you guys. And that's just kind of my way of saying thank you for being here and for supporting my little crafty side hobby. I will have another craft fair coming up on November 2nd, which I'm very excited about, and you know that I'll be recording another vlog. It's also at a local church, so it's like also another local Catholic church. So I'm kind of interested to see like the different vendors that might be at this one, and if there's going to be a different turnout based on like how they're marketing it. I have heard from people that this one is a really good one for beginners to attend, so I don't know if that means that it's just good to get like the feel for it, or if it's good because it's like a busy one, or maybe a little bit of both. I don't know, but the setup is going to be different because for this show that I just did, I was in the gym, and so I actually had like a 10x10 space to set up in, whereas this coming one that's coming up on November 2nd, I think they just set up in the hallways of the school that's attached to the church, which will be interesting. So I might not be able to display and bring everything that I brought to this craft fair because I did take up all of my 10x10 booth space and it was quite squishy. So I don't know, we might have to kind of finagle some of that stuff. But I am excited to see kind of how the two compare. And I will, of course, be tracking this to figure out if I'm going to want to participate next year or not. but it was enjoyable. You know, it was a nice day. I did run into a lot of people that I know just from working in the community, so that was also exciting. And of course, some people came out to support me and to see my mom, and that also brought in sales. So if you were one of those people, I just appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming out and saying hi. It was so lovely to meet some of my followers and my subscribers, and I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. And that's going to be all for today and our little first market venture together. I will definitely take you guys along on the next one, and we'll probably have some prep coming up in the next video as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I will see you next time for another crafting adventure.